Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. And this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, and I am with...
My name's Gabe.
He's finally on.
I'm on the show.
Finally, after 41 episodes.
Yeah.
Are you happy to be here?
I'm so excited.
So, for those who do not know, Jessie is about an 18-year-old named Jessie from Texas who moves to New York to become an actress, but ends up becoming a nanny for the wealthy Ross family. Woo. So, Gabe, tell me a little bit about what got you interested, or a little bit of history of yourself, of Jessie.
Well, I think it really started when, if anybody knows Debbie Ryan, knows that she was on The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and then, Obviously. Of course, The Sweet Life on Deck. So, and knowing her character, I've always enjoyed her performance then, and maybe that's just nostalgia talking. But when she got her own show, I thought it'd be, pretty exciting to see what she can do in this new era for herself. And, it's just a catchy... I think it's just a catchy show to watch. It
is. It goes over, not only it just, it doesn't follow just kids. It follows actually in a, late teenage, early adult life, which is different than most Disney shows back then.
Yeah. And of course, with all shows, I always enjoyed seeing the younger cast just grow up into young adults, and later now that they are adults. But it's always fun to see the growth from where they were first season to maybe the fifth season or something like that.
I like shows that do that too. Sometimes it is annoying because you're like, dang, this show is still on.
It's still on, yeah.
Yeah, but
it's it's almost kind of like a sadness to it. Oh man, they're not that small anymore, and everybody's got to grow up at some point.
Yeah, I agree with that. I know another show that you got to, we got to grow up with as well, but not just, we weren't young, but we weren't also old, but we were in our early teenagers. But for the new generation, who they grew up with would be the Stranger Things cast. That started in 2016, 2018, somewhere around there?
2016.
So, yeah.
You still got to see that show, AJ.
I do.
You still got to see it.
I still.
And the fifth season's coming out.
I might as well just wait until the whole show comes out and just binge watch it.
Well, I think you should start now because there's a lot.
There is a lot, obviously.
They're long episodes.
They are. I remember seeing Stranger Things in the staff lounge.
And hated it because of the plot. And hated the plot.
Okay.
There's a plot to the story. Turn off. Turn off the TV.
But when I first started trying to watch it, I was kind of already in a rush of doing something else that day, so I wasn't in a great mood. So obviously... When I did see previews of the fourth season, when the episodes were an hour, almost as long as a movie, I remember seeing it in the South Lounge. Obviously, I didn't watch because I didn't want it spoiled. But even though I think I did watch, because I'm by the time I actually get to this point, I'm gonna forget what even happens. So that's usually what happens with most shows or most movies. People are like, can I spoil it? I'm I'm gonna forget by the time I actually watch it. So sure, go ahead, tell me.
That's how I feel.
But, Stranger Things is one show I have to watch and binge. There's a lot of shows I have on my watch list still. It's just a lot of shows that people do recommend me are 25 seasons long. Or I'm like, dude, come on.
Maybe we should talk about Stranger Things on the next TV show podcast.
Sometime in the future. Sometime in the future. Yeah. That's for sure. How would you rate Jessie 1 through 10? And why?
Well, I guess kind of rewatching it recently.
I rewatched it today a little bit.
There's a few things where I would cringe.
It's old Disney acting style, so what do you expect? Or early 2000.
It's just Disney acting in general.
Yeah, they're old Disney show acting is a lot like stage acting rather than just acting.
Yeah.
So it's over the top.
It's always,
It's over the top and
dramatized.
Very dramatized. And I watched a little theory behind, even with shows today, I just watched a random video about how shows today walk you through what they're doing. And it's been a thing since the early 2000s, because most people, when they watch shows or movies anymore, they are... on the go, they're not really paying attention, so they have their actors describe what they're doing rather than just
and I think
saying
that's
what's
just
natural.
A little lazy writing.
It is a lot of lazy writing and a lot of just lazy people not wanting to do their work.
Yeah. I guess now, if I'm looking at the show, I'd probably give it a 6.
A 6? I agree. I would give it a 6 as well.
It wasn't like my favorite Disney Channel show to watch.
I don't even know what my favorite TV show was from Disney. Because Disney XD was more like Cartoon Network. I don't care what people say. Disney XD wasn't Disney.
I think you're going to get flamed. You better be careful.
But if we're going to consider that, then I would say regular show. Or not regular show. I mean, that's Cartoon Network. But Disney XD, I would say Gravity Falls. Yeah. Gravity Falls is my favorite. But live action, that's hard because a lot of the shows just seem very similar. Mm-hmm. I like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I like That's So Raven. It's just, I feel like out of all of them, I think the most bingeable for me was Jessie. I've seen that one the most, like out of all of them. But the most memories were That's So Raven. Yeah. Because it was on every Sunday night after I got home from church, me and my brothers would watch That's So Raven. That's So Raven.
And another thing with all those old Disney Channel shows, not one of them had a bad intro.
No, they're all bangers.
Show song.
And that's one thing I also find that's sad anymore. Is that most shows don't really have long intros anymore.
No, and I don't think they really care about the music creativity about it.
They don't.
Because what do you mean, Hannah Montana? That was, I think, one of the best, probably the best Disney Channel show intro. To me. No, I'm forcing my opinion on everyone. It is Hannah Montana.
Yeah, it is.
What would be yours?
My favorite Disney intro?
For the show.
For a show.
Because with Hannah, you immediately notice when you start hearing the kick drum, and I'm gonna say the snare.
I'd still say Jessie, to be honest.
Jessie, I mean that's a good one, but I fear Miley 8 with that. You get the limo out front, ooh, ooh.
I mean, one thing since you mentioned that, actually, all Disney shows intros doesn't start with a loud bass drop. It's always soft. It always starts out very soft.
Jessie has the keys.
What note would that be?
I have not.
Come on, man.
I don't have perfect pitch. I'll have to ask Mason Swallow if you're listening.
Damn it.
Mason, what's the beginning notes of Jessie? He would know. He's got it. But
I don't know. A lot of shows. I don't
know. I would say Good Luck Charlie's pretty loud because you got that guitar.
Austin Alley starts out really loud,
it's the claps.
Yeah. That one starts out heavily like Friends. I'm sorry, Austin Alley and Friends have very similar intros.
How?
They both deal
because they have the claps in them.
Yeah.
Is that it?
It's no that. I mean that's
Is that
part
the
of
only
it.
similarity.
That's I don't know, man. But I would say Austin Alley was the most creative one because they dealt with a lot more than just the actors and the set. It was the green screen. They messed around with it. They had fun. They did cards.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know. Something about Austin Alley was very creative.
I think that was probably my most bingeable show was Austin Alley.
Really?
Just because of my love for music, but also
one thing that hurt my bingeable show watches for Disney would have to be me not having Disney growing up. So that people are like, how do you not remember? Because whenever I watched it, I would be at my friend's house, and that was the only time I'd watch Disney was when I was at my friend's house, and whatever's on was on. So most of the time I didn't know the show's plot. I like this show.
But I think with Austin Alley, I think Des, the character Des, is I think that's what made it enjoyable for me because I say this a lot on TikTok now, where it's this compilation of him just dogging on Allie for no reason.
I love him,
and I love him for it.
We love Des, but out of all characters, I would compare myself to Des.
Yeah, he's a little goofy.
Yeah,
little ginger, tall boy.
So critics gave this show a 6.2 out of 10.
Look at us. We are the critics. We're pretty much like, we know Jessie. We know
Jessie in and out.
We know Jessie.
But they describe Jessie as, Jessie has a more varied cast this time as title character Jessie takes care of a family filled with adopted children. This is a good excuse to feature a very diverse cast of characters, which is true, which is awesome. So all the bases are covered. Jessie in 2 episodes is already a very addictive show within 2 episodes, which I can agree to that.
Yeah. And I'll say, like, some of the humor in those episodes were funny.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Watching it now, I'm like, dang, I can actually watch this show more as an adult and enjoy it still.
Yeah. And I guess I guess all of the kids besides, I think Emma Ross was adopted. I think she's the actual, like, child of the Ross parents.
Blood pact.
Yeah. Because I remember there's an episode of Luke, and this is in the later seasons, where he's like trying to find his birth mother.
Yeah. I mean, we already knew most of them were adopted at the beginning, anyways.
I mean, if you couldn't tell. Robbie,
you couldn't tell, but they even talked about it though.
Yeah. Like that was established in the first episode.
Robbie's the newest one. He was just like, I think in the first episode it was like 2 months or 3 months within the adoption.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember. I have a very bad memory. But who's your favorite character in the show? Obviously, mine would be Luke and Bertram, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'm pretty right there with you. It's got to be Bertram as my top, and yeah, I'd say Luke as the child. Well, Cameron Boyce, R.I.P. I miss him so much. God, he's a very talented kid. Yeah, he knew how to act. That was his gift, was to act.
And not only, like, his gift was not only, like, dancing and acting, it was also just being a kind soul.
He just can do it all. He was taken too soon from this world.
For real.
Yeah.
I mean, be it, he did not have to suffer through COVID, so. Because imagine dealing, like, I mean, epilepsy is not one fun. Imagine if he survived and he's dealing with serious injuries and then having to deal with that during COVID would suck.
Yeah, I guess so, with isolation and stuff like that.
But
no, yeah, Bertram is just my number one because, well, you've seen the tapestry in my house.
This dude has a tapestry in his room.
Or my living room of Bertram, and it's beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
Very beautiful. But
I wish you could have brought it. I forgot to ask you to bring it, and you just could have wore it as Gabe. I do have the photo.
But I love his one-liners. Just him being sarcastic. He knew how to. I'm just glad, like, he knows how to play. Kevin Chamberlain.
Yes,
is just beautiful like that.
Honestly, I love, like, him as an actor, and I didn't realize how big he was as an actor until I looked him up today. Like, I mean, a lot of the movies and shows that he's in is stuff I wouldn't necessarily watch.
He was in Christmas with the Cranks.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Me too, but I have always remembered that fact for no reason.
I didn't realize he's also big into, like, stage.
Oh no, yeah, he's a very theatrical person, which makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, seeing it now. So I was on Snapchat, and I think Noah England from high school, he goes to Miami University, and Kevin Chamberlain is coming down to Miami University to, like, do a guest speaking.
I'm jealous.
So I'm highly upset that I do not get to see Kevin Chamberlain.
That is fair. Because he's an awesome little dude. I'll be honest with you, I think he had the best role to play with because, one, he was never in the scene longer than, like, 5 minutes.
Unless there's, like, some episodes dedicated around his storyline.
But it was a lot of improv, and he did really well. And I like that about him.
I think one of my favorite episodes with him is when they find out that he's a hoarder, and they gotta, like, help him clean his room, but he's, like, holding on to, like,
I forgot about that one.
Every little thing. Like,
I thought that was someone else's room, but I forgot that was his room.
No, yeah, that's his, and he had to, like, he's, like, holding on to all this, like, cleaning stuff.
I think I also remember watching this episode in school.
Yeah. And it's funny. I just remember the whole episode being funny because anytime they would be like, oh, you're a hoarder, then they have like suspenseful music.
Just as suspenseful as like Step Brothers with the drums.
Kind of like that, but like, and they kind of break the fourth wall because they'll like look up and hear the music. So, I don't know. Very, very funny man.
He's just talented in general.
And he's very active on TikTok too.
He is. Yeah, I forgot during COVID he was very active in TikTok.
There's a lot of memes that I've come across him that I quote sometimes. It's like one of my vocal stems. I can't say it because we're on the radio.
Yeah, but obviously. Is it the one on the tapestry?
No. Well, I think he's, well, if you don't know, he's also a person of LGBTQ identity, and he's always been supportive of gay rights. And one of the memes was talking about that, like not making fun of it, but if people know, like you'll see.
You'll see.
It's how he says it that makes it funny. But yeah,
fair enough. All right, what's your favorite episode? Would it have to be that one?
Yeah, I would probably have to say it's that hoarder one. It's been a while since I've seen it, like a good chunk of the episodes. But I remember one episode, I think they were like Jessie, kids, and Bertram were like flying somewhere, but their plane crashes and they find out Mr. Kipling is actually Mrs. Kipling.
Yeah.
I remember that one being good. I liked.
Wasn't there?
I love the crossover episodes that they do. Like there's.
Did they do a Lab Rats one at one point too? Because I know a little.
I don't
jump
know
ahead.
about,
They do share studios, so I couldn't remember if they did.
I don't think it was Lab Rats, but I do.
I know
like,
they did Austin Alley.
That one, but I do love the Good Luck Charlie crossover episode. Yes, the Good Luck Charlie episode. When Jessie. And there was another one. They did a lot of crossover episodes.
Yeah.
I think Liv and Maddie was one of them too.
Yeah, Liv and Maddie was another. It was what's his face? I can't think of the actor, but yeah. I can't think of his name at all. Curly hair, glasses.
Oh, Joey Bragg.
Yeah.
The brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably like any time there was a crossover episode, that was always going to be my favorite.
Fair enough.
Because I was like, oh my God, my two favorite shows. They've collided.
These are my favorite shows.
Like the Christmas one with Good Luck Charlie, there was like Ravi had, I think, accidentally made some like gas that made everyone pass out and forget the memories, and they have to like track these presents or whatever. Bertram's like in a locker in a hockey rink somewhere. It's just hiding. I don't know, something like that. Hiding. It's fun.
All right. My favorite episode would have to be when Agatha came into place.
Yeah.
I don't know why those were them. I think they were just because they were the most played on air.
Yeah.
I mean, any episode in season 1 was very overplayed. That's just how it was back then. Even with the new seasons out, they would overplay the season 1 episodes.
I liked, there was a few episodes with Crazy Connie.
Yeah.
I would think that was my favorite, with her obsession with Luke.
It's just crazy to see.
She like actually was scary. That was even
I rewatched it today and I realized still how creepy she was.
Which means she lived up to her role. Great performance.
All right. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna get on started with this. I have a song that I'm gonna be playing for one of my friends called Marloma. And she came out with a radio edit version of Winter Autpilot, and she wanted me to play that for you guys today. So yeah, I am going to be playing that song, and then follow up is a short bit of our interview that we had. And after this show tonight, once the show is done, the full interview will be up on the Plexi Film Show YouTube channel. So if you want to check out the full interview tonight, feel more than welcome to. But yeah, this is Winter Autpilot by Marloma.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hi, everybody. I'm Marloma. I am the lead singer of a sad girl pop rock indie band from Phoenix, Arizona. And I just came out with a radio edit of one of our fan favorite alternative rock ballads, Winter Autpilot, and released a music video for it. So I'm very excited.
It's really, I'll have to say, it is really beautiful. I like what you did with the music video. It's all blue. I really like that. Because, you know, it's winter, so it's blue, and it's also sad. So you got that color blue with it as well. I like how you have the childlike wonders into it as well with, like, you know, the toy plane, the snow globe. It's just, it definitely gave that, like, childlike wonders, even though you are an adult, but you can totally tell it's for all ages as well. So I just like the connection there with that.
I am someone who hangs on to all of her stuffed animals, so totally. And yeah, the blue is stepping a little bit outside of my regular green for everything. But funny enough, I just learned that blue is actually a color that brands use a lot to establish trust. It, like, apparently makes people psychologically more intrigued and, like, more inclined to trust you. So that's interesting. But that's not what I was thinking about. Yeah.
I will tell you what my friend reviewed it as. So,
please, I would love to know.
So my friend said, I love how the music was put together with the song itself. The part where the singer and the band were playing together in the song make it feel like a tiny desk live stage play. She said she also loves how the somber the song was all, and it just really matched the theme of the melancholic winter that it was giving off.
Yay! I'm so glad that came across. What a wonderful statement.
So what is the overall message? I kind of understood a little bit, like, you know, that winter or holiday seasonal depression. That's what I'm getting off of it. But what is your overall message for the song?
So, yeah, totally. It's a song about seasonal depression, so 100%. But the entire thing is kind of an extended metaphor that personifies seasonal depression as a man, which, I mean, you know it's bad when I have to compare it to, like, a guy taking over. He's... Essentially, the way I describe it is the Winter Autpilot is a physical, like, embodiment. Like, he's a guy who comes and just, like, takes over your brains for, like, 3 months of the year and just makes you, like, all of the symptoms of depression, that makes you unable to get out of bed, that makes you just, like, a shell of a human being, you know? And for the other 9 months of the year, he's still, like, shoved down and present and stuff, but he's not the one in control. He's not the one flying the plane that is your brain, you know? He's there, but he's not in control. And then those 3 months come by, and, you know, the Marloma goes to the back and this guy comes to the front, and he's just kind of fucking with my whole situation I got going on. I'm like, I got stuff to do, but I just hate getting up in the morning.
Yes.
So that's the way I kind of describe it. So, and it's also, it kind of gives me something to blame for how my behavior changes when it gets colder outside. It's like, hey, it's not me. It's Brad. That's the one that's doing all this, like, shitty stuff and being lazy. It's not my fault. I wrote it for a class that I don't even remember what the assignment was. I think it was something about prosody, where you tried to make the music, like, personify what the words were saying, where, like, if you say the word high, then the note goes high, and it kind of, like, subconsciously registers for people that, you know, it just hits a little bit deeper. But musically, I was in my classical piano era, like, really, really deep into that. That's why there's that long piano solo and everything. And then everyone else in the band kind of took their backgrounds. We had some punk people, we had some rock people, we had some pop people, some indie acoustic, choir, folk stuff, and it all just became this genre melting pot of insanity. And that's why the original version ended up being almost 5 minutes long, which is why we released the radio edit. That's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. About cut it in half, make it an easier listen for those who are like, come on, girl, 5 minutes. Like, I was
about to ask that question. What made you decide to make that radio edit?
So we always planned on doing a radio edit because this was just, like, a really fun project for everyone to dip their toes into, which is why it ended up being so large. So we always planned on doing a radio edit where we could, you know, shorten the song, make it an easier listen than all of this, like, weird. I'd had it compared to Pink Floyd at one point, which honestly made me really happy we released the full version. I was like, that's, like, the best compliment I've ever gotten.
But I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it, actually.
I still wanted to give people something that was, like, an easy song to put on, and, like, a version like that. But we ended up releasing the music video with the radio edit because we filmed this back in January. It's November now. And we had these really cool big ideas about the snow globe being like a way bigger part of the music video. Like originally the music video was going to do what the cycle of the song does, where it shows, you know, the beginning of the song is kind of like fall time coming into winter. Then we get to verse 1, we're in winter. By the end, we're coming out into spring, you know, and it's kind of the question is like, will you miss me this time around the year? Like as my Winter Autpilot starts to go away, it's like, you know, where are you going? Where will you be? I know I'll see you again, but like, you know, just a lot of these questions that indicate we're going into spring now.
What was the process like making the music video? You kind of already pointed out, but if you would like to walk through some of the strengths and struggles you went through and what you've learned through the process of making this music video.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, like I had talked to you about, I learned a lot about making music videos. We're releasing 3 by the end of this year. 2 of them are already out. I learned this also. Winter Autpilot was actually the first music video that I had made with like, you know, another person, that it wasn't just me recording and editing, that I had another person involved. His name was Josh Montag. He's incredible. He did so much work. He did it all by himself. The footage was so professional and so high quality, and I was just so impressed with his dedication. He would constantly be making any modifications we wanted, and he worked on it literally from like January to October. So, you know, obviously
Bro's pushing
to
through.
Pivot a lot, like I said. Yeah. So that was my first experience where things didn't go exactly according to plan, and I had to kind of change the storyline or, you know, make some creative edits. And I learned that too, filming my second music video with the crew, which was 3 Wishes. I had this really badass like head kick, and and it looked really good in person. They were all like, "Yes, that was awesome," you know. And then on the camera, it just looked fake. It didn't look real, so we had to cut that. And we were all like, I mean, kind of sucks because that was a huge point in the video. But yeah, now going into filming my 3rd music video in a couple weeks here. I can go in with the knowledge that things aren't going to go according to plan, and I need to be willing to have some flexibility. That's probably the biggest thing I learned filming the video, but overall it was really fun.
So the question my friend asked is why the title song Winter Autpilot. You kind of already went over that, but you can more than welcome feel free to re-answer that if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I guess coming up with the concept for the song, I think actually I came up with the title as part of the assignment before I wrote the song, which is something I never usually do. Usually my process involves just sitting down at an instrument and the lyrics and music come out all at once. And once I have like a voice memo of it, I'll listen back and be like, oh, that's what's been on my mind lately. Like I'm not self-aware enough at all to be like, to sit down and be like, I want to write a song about the fact that I'm feeling depressed 3 months of every year, like ridiculously. You know, I don't sit down with the intention of that. I just kind of let my mind and my body take over for the process of songwriting. But I actually did come up with the title of this one, and it was because in other songs that I hadn't released, I had described the feeling of going on autopilot, what it sort of felt like. And I didn't realize the pattern of it happening during the same 3 months every year, but I could remember being at school when it was cold outside every year and literally feeling like the functions of my body were kind of running themselves, and I didn't have a conscious say in what was going on. I would just walk to each class, I'd go home, I'd do my homework and interact with people, but none of it felt real. It felt like just a subconscious taking over and making me do the things that I had to do, but I wasn't really present in my body for those moments. So that concept of being on autopilot allowed me to kind of recognize the pattern that this happens every single year.
How long did it take you for you to make this song? And what initial moment inspired you to make the song?
It was for my songwriting class where we were doing something specific. I can't remember exactly what, but it ended up falling into that really well. And I had to present it to my class, and they all really liked it. I hadn't gotten a response like that for, you know, a song that I had written in quite some time. So I thought, this is something that'll stick. I remember bringing it to John, and he was like, absolutely, we need to build on this. Like, for sure. And he's the type of person, I love this so much about him, he will never lie to me. He does not say that with every one of my songs. Sometimes he's like, that's beautiful, but that's not the best thing I've heard from you, for sure. Like, you know. And
he's like, you could do better.
So anytime he is like, right, anytime he's like, yes, I know he's taking this seriously. Like, he's never just gonna like butter me up for no reason.
I mean, there's no reason to beat around the bush.
No, but a lot of people do, and I'm even guilty of it. That's why I admire it so much in him. Because, like, I am inclined to just be like, wow, that's amazing, even if it's just good.
Yeah.
You know? So,
I feel that.
I don't know, but I'm working on it.
Lastly, in the music video, you had a very interesting hat worn on the beginning of the video. Where'd you find it and where can you get it?
So, actually, I sadly found it on Amazon. I am so sorry to contribute to Amazon, but it was just a costume hat. I managed to find one for adults, and I got it in like an olive green color because, of course, that is like the brand color. A lot of green. And it came with the goggles, though. It was a good deal. I think it was like around $20.
That's not bad at all. So,
not at all, especially for how much use I've gotten out of it. Like,
yeah, for real.
That thing has been worn to death.
It has blood, sweat, and tears all in it.
And I have always said that. I think it's in my closet. I bet I could find it real quick. But my closet is a disaster. So maybe, I don't know.
Thank you so much for this interview. Thank you for giving me early access to the song and letting me listen to it before the music video came out. I've already listened to it at least a handful of times before the music video came out.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy that you're intrigued enough to ask these questions.
Yeah, of course.
I hope we can do it again for the next release. There's a lot of new releases coming from Marloma, so I'll let you know.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. And we just got back from listening to Marloma and I's interview. If you guys want to listen to the full interview, it will be released at midnight tonight or 12:30. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Gabe, what do you think of the interview for what you heard?
It was very insightful. I love just hearing about Alexis's creative process with her and her band. She's just been such a wonderful artist and a wonderful friend, and I'm glad that I have gotten to meet her and to see her grow.
She's definitely grown, yeah.
Just have crazy. Her music released and just all the support she's getting, and it's amazing. And I love that about her. More apples for her.
More apples for her. But since Gabe's here, you and Marloma has done a collab together.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. We were like in the studio, like, man, we got to come up with the best song. No, for real. We were working on a project for school, and we had started writing it, and then eventually we were like, you know what? Let's just make it into an actual song. So
I'll play that during next break if you'd like to hear it.
You.
I'll have to ask her real quick, though. I guarantee she'll be fine with that.
Artist permission. Very important.
Very important, yes. But since we're back, we're going to be continuing on with talking about Jessie. I had you take a character quiz. So what character did you get, and what was the description for that character?
According to BuzzFeed, because, BuzzFeed.
I love BuzzFeed.
I am Zuri Ross. I am sweet, but can be sassy at times.
Yes.
You have a big imagination and often have your head in the clouds. Your friends would describe you as playful, loving, and strong.
I can agree with all of that.
Why, thank you.
Well, no, it's true, though, because you are very sassy. Oh, for sure, very sassy. Since I've met you, you've been sassy.
Yeah.
But you've definitely gotten more sassy over the years. Because
I think it's because I lose my patience now. I lose my patience way sooner than I usually do.
Well, it's just called growing up, and you're just done with people's crap, so...
Yeah,
but,
I guess so.
You've also just grown as a person. I mean, we both have. But you definitely grown as a person. You were very shy when I first met you. You barely talked. Now I think you talk more than I do sometimes.
It just takes the right kind of people.
For real. It does. I can agree to that.
What was your character, AJ?
My character, I got... Do you want to take a guess, actually? I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think?
Is it, like, of course, is it one of the children?
No.
It's one of the main adults.
I cannot say.
Is it a side character?
No.
So it is one of the main adults.
Yeah.
Okay. Bertram.
Nope.
No. Okay. Not Jessie. It's Jessie?
Yeah, I got Jessie.
Oh my God.
I don't know how I got Jessie. I really don't, because I don't think I am at all anything like Jessie.
Let's hear this description.
So the description that came with Jessie was, you're sweet, smart, and easygoing. You love to read, play guitar, and paint. Your friends would describe you as someone with a huge heart who knows how to take care of people that you love.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that last part. You are pretty...
The last part?
The last part, yeah. Well, you are pretty creative overall.
Yeah. Kind of.
I don't want to hear that.
I've lost it.
You do not, because you still keep pushing yourself to make creative things. And so the creativity is still there. And it's a big defining characteristic of you, of knowing you.
That
since,
is fair.
Like 11. You've always been creative since you were 11. Even, younger.
Yeah. We've known each other for like forever.
Yeah, so YouTube videos. And,
yes.
Yeah, so there's always
terrible skits.
But we wouldn't trade away the memories.
No, the memories is what made it up for sure.
Memories.
Moving on. But no, I really don't see myself as Jessie personally, because I've always thought of Jessie as a leader, and I don't find myself as a leader.
I think you kind of grew into one.
I just, because
you were in Boy Scouts. You had to lead at some point.
Oh yeah, obviously, yes. I was lakefront director at one point, and I realized I don't like being a leader. But
you were
a
scout leader, weren't you?
I was SPL, which is senior patrol leader, which is you are a leader. But I don't consider myself a good leader. I don't find myself as a leader, but I also don't find myself as a follower. I kind of like do my own thing.
You do your thing.
And that's...
You are pretty easygoing.
I would say that's why I say I don't find myself as a leader. A leader sure would be easygoing, but I wouldn't find a leader just as easygoing. And that's where I would struggle with, because I struggle with being strict. I struggle with, just by the book. I mean, I am by the book for the most part, but when it's a dumb rule, I will point that out.
Yeah.
Like, I will straight up say, no, this rule does not deserve to exist, but we're not going to get into that.
Being in the radio, do you feel like Radio Rebel at the radio station?
Gosh, since we're at Debbie Ryan,
icon, Disney icon.
I just want to be the real me.
She wants to make history. She went up to the president of Disney Channel and she's like, I want to make history.
I don't find myself as a leader or well known like that. I know someone that is like Radio Rebel.
Like Radio Rebel.
Yes.
I'm Radio Rebel. No, I'm Radio Rebel.
I would say, I haven't watched Radio Rebel since we watched it together. So if that says
a long time.
Yeah.
That's a very long time.
I mean, it's one movie. I was like, okay, I watched it once. I don't think I needed to watch it again. Like, it was memorable. It's
kind of fun to watch.
I mean, it's like the same with Lemonade Mouth. I've only watched that movie at least.
I will never get tired of Lemonade Mouth.
I think I've only watched that movie at least 4 times. And 2 out of the 4 times were with you.
Rookie numbers. Get them up.
No, because I remember you're like, have you seen this? I'm like, yeah, a little bit when I fell asleep while watching it. And you're like, no, we got to watch the whole thing.
We have to, yeah. It's Radio Rebel. Or
Lemonade Mouth.
Not Radio Rebel. Lemonade Mouth.
But
yeah, I'm a fake fan.
I would say out of both of us, you were the biggest into Disney. And I was the biggest into what I grew up with, which was a bunch of older stuff that...
Yeah.
I mean, I liked, but that's just because of, my brothers were towards the end of millennials, so they would technically not be considered millennials because they're right at the capstone of it.
You and Toby are Gen Z.
Yeah.
What about Josh?
I think Sean and Kurt are the end of millennials. I think they made it just by 1 year.
Yeah.
Because I think millennials end at like 1995, 1996, somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I think 96.
Because my brothers were born in 96, 97, 2000, or somewhere around there. I don't know the year exact. I can never memorize my brothers' ages. I just know 2 of them are 30 and one's creeping up on 30. So,
lol.
And I'm 21.
21.
I am the youngest of 5 boys, which is crazy.
Crazy.
All right. So I'm going to move into a little bit of the impact that the show had done. Of course, it helped launch a bunch of these actors' careers.
Oh, yeah.
Like, majority of them.
Like, they've gotten some pretty, I think, steady work, maybe besides Sky Jackson.
I'll say she stayed the longest in the sequel, which was Bunked. Wasn't she the longest in Bunked right next to...
I think
maybe. So.
I know I think Cron Bar.
Cron Bar dropped out of Disney once Cameron Boyce passed away.
Yeah, he's kind of been an advocate for his foundation, and I think that's what he's mostly dedicated himself now. Which
because
is
him and Cameron were like,
oh yeah, they were like brothers.
They were literally brothers, and I think the last thing I've seen from Karan Barar was getting the tattoo of Cameron Boyce.
I think he does go to some colleges and speak about probably his experience on set and stuff like that.
He probably does a lot, and we just don't know. And
yeah, like with the whole Cameron Boyce Foundation.
I just when it comes to actors personally, because I don't like to say it, but I've quote been an actor, blah blah. But I know how nerve-wracking just it is to be under a light, period, and under a camera. So even being pressured to be well known by large numbers, that's stressful. So I kind of like to respect the actor's personal life, and I don't try to search up whatever they're doing this moment, this second, this today and age. I don't really like doing that. It's their life.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just maybe because I stopped caring about what actors do, and I don't know. I should probably care, but I just personally don't care about actors' personal lives because it's their life, and why should we get into it?
Right.
It's not our lives to live. So
yeah, I think Peyton List has gotten some pretty good roles.
Oh yeah.
There was this one show, I can't remember the name, but it's like she
Cobra Kai.
There's that, but like
that was her biggest recent role.
I don't know if it's called like Spirit High or something like that, but about like she gets murdered, I think, but her ghost is still at the school and she's got to figure out who the murderer is, something like that. I can't remember.
But yeah.
But she's gotten some pretty good, decent work, I think. I haven't heard a lot from Debbie Ryan, or probably because I just don't keep following.
I say the most.
She has done some Netflix shows.
Yeah.
But, I mean, being married to Josh Dunn from 21 Pilots.
Yeah, for real.
She's pregnant.
I was about to say she's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
I saw that recently, actually.
But, I don't know. They look so good together. And I'm jealous.
You're jealous? I'm jealous. You're jealous? Fair enough.
I mean, Kevin Chamberlain has definitely had some... he's got to have some things, and again, I don't keep up, but... From what I've seen on TikTok, I mean, he's doing pretty good on TikTok there. So
he's just living his own life.
He's living his own life.
But yeah, these actors deserve a lot of good praise.
Now, Jessie had quite a few guest stars.
Yes.
What was your favorite?
My favorite guest star?
Because I feel
this may be just because I grew up with a
family.
Grew up watching and grew up with the people and brothers that I'm associated with. I would say it's very targeted to Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
So, just because why not?
And that's another.
I'm just here to
another good episode.
Kingdom style.
Because what do you mean, like Emma? Like the whole episode, like Emma's trying to warn Luke about like his date, and he gets dragged. Like he's standing at the punch table.
Yeah.
He immediately falls down because Emma grabs his legs, and he gets dragged underneath to the punch table. And you're telling me no kid at the prom or the homecoming or whatever it was saw that? You see, and he screams, and he audibly screams, and nobody's like bats an eye. But then, now we get to see Adam Sandler.
I'm just
waiting for them to play Gangnam Style. It's like crazy.
That was a promo for Punch Drunk Love, though.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the episode was called somewhat similar to that, so.
I know there was a basketball star who was on, and I can't remember his name, and I'm sorry for the basketball fans, but there's an episode with him. Another episode of a guest star is Kate Flannery, and Kate Flannery played Meredith from The Office, where it's the episode where Jessie takes them to Texas or something because her father's getting married to her, like, enemy's mother, and she's, like, it was, like, the show, like the episode where she's like, I quit, and the kids have to fight to have Jessie back.
I think that one was very like, what season was that?
Maybe mid, because they were kind of going through puberty.
Yeah.
But no, Kate Flannery, she was pretty funny as being like the army cafeteria lady and trying to hit on Bertram, and Bertram's like not
interested.
That. But no, she's funny.
I agree. But since
Michelle Obama.
Oh, duh.
Michelle Obama.
I know Debbie Ryan was excited for that. I remember hearing about Debbie Ryan being so excited. I think she was one of the reasons why they got her on. Because they wanted all the actors to at least have someone that they like on the show.
Yeah. And
that was Debbie Ryan's interest one. So
I know.
The only one that didn't was Karan Brar, and he wanted Katniss Everdeen. Jennifer Lawrence.
I think I like how it's Michelle Obama goes onto these side quests. Like we got her on Jessie, but she was also on an episode of iCarly.
Yeah, Michelle Obama's doing her side job.
I don't know who did it first, but I'm pretty sure iCarly did it first. And I think Disney Channel was like, "Oh, well, we can get Michelle Obama on here."
They say you might as Michelle Obama's like, "Well, my husband's doing something. I might as well do something too."
Yeah.
Like on this,
and it was good
side.
Reason. It was a good reason because you could tell like it's almost like a fourth wall kind of thing. Like she's there to talk to the children of America at the time.
Yeah, and I think it was really a good idea.
Families and the armies. That's what the 2 episodes were about. Because Carly's father was in like the Coast Guard or something, and of course it was one of like Zuri's friends. Episode, like her mom was in the army and stuff like that, so a lot of support from our veterans families.
Fair enough.
Love that.
Praise. I mean, we did have Veterans Day, so it's very close.
Yeah,
very close to relations for what happened recently. So since we're gonna talk about news, and we're gonna take a break, and then we'll come back with the messages. But we're gonna talk about news real quick. So Red Dead Redemption's coming out to the modern consoles on December 2nd.
They weren't already?
Nope.
Red Dead Redemption?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Red Dead 2 was.
Oh,
not Red Dead 1.
Okay.
Unas Honest came back. They had their 5-year anniversary live stream, so they did that. Vine is getting a revival by the co-founder of Twitter called Divine.
Yeah, the Jack Dorsey.
Yes.
Former CEO.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about that.
Yeah, now we have... Yeah.
Yeah. PlayStation's coming out with a gaming monitor. I thought that was really interesting. Apple came out with their Apple Pocket.
Apple Pocket.
It was like Apple Pocket or Apple something. It was like, it pretty much, people were comparing it to the Thneed from Lorax.
Oh, what?
I'll have to show you, but yeah, it's really weird. For some reason, it costs $300.
We're just making stuff up at this point.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I have noticed that in the past week that companies are just making random stuff at this point.
We've lost the idea that who at Apple used AI to make this kind of product. That's what. Well,
the thing is, Microsoft is now, instead of making a new gen Xbox, they're making a computer, like straight up Xbox computer.
Okay.
And PlayStation's making a monitor. Steam is making a mini computer, which is a gaming consoles. I mean, they're all on just their side.
We all know who's gonna win.
They're all on their side quests right now. Like
PCs are where it's at.
For real. The last penny was ever created. Pennies are no longer being made anymore, which is sad because I like myself pennies.
Start saving them.
I did. It's funny actually talking about pennies. I think it's actually sad because I turned in most of my change before the school year because I really needed money, and most of it was, like actual coins, and I had a total of $300 from it. But obviously all that money went to school and rent, but I recently have a penny just chilling on my desk, and I thought it was really funny because the timing I figured out that the last penny was being made, that penny was right on my desk.
Yeah.
That penny knew what was up. Don't throw me away. There's going to be a new game called Agefield High. I'm not sure when it's coming out, but it's the same concept of Bully.
Okay.
There's a new movie called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, and there was a teaser trailer that came out for that. I've not seen it, but I've seen snippet of it, of a screenshot, like the thumbnail for the video, and it looks pretty good.
In 2026, they have Halloween, the game, coming out.
They do. I've made that announcement a while ago, but yes.
Let's bring it back.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited, but also, please don't let it be another Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw. Please just let it survive.
I think this one's going to make it.
I hope. Cross your fingers. Alien Earth has renewed for season 2. The official length for Avatar Fire and Ash was reviewed for 3 hours and 15 minutes. And I was watched there for the whole thing because I already watched their second movie, and I think it was almost 3 hours. It was like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, my God.
It is really good. I do have to admit, the Avatar movies are great. Malcolm in the Middle will be coming out with a revamped show.
Yeah.
So they made that announcement. Gremlins 3 will come out in theaters November 2027.
Yeah.
Teaser trailer for Toy Story 5 has already came out as well.
Saw that.
And then Funko Pop figures may not survive after this year.
How do you feel?
Very sad, considering I've been collecting
so much money.
Not as much as you would think, because I don't have as many, because I stopped buying them for a little bit. But it's sad because I recently bought potentially my last Pop figure of Chucky, and it's, it was like Chucky Bride. It's like, it has him like being married. It's really cute. I like it. And I got it really cheap because, I worked at Spirit Halloween and I got it on the last day. So I got the huge discount on that.
Woo.
But I'm really sad. I remember right when I figured out about this news, I texted my brother straight up, "Can I have your Pop figures?" And he's like, "If you have $800, because that's how much my collection is." I'm like, crap.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. But I was like, Christmas present, please.
Christmas present, please.
But yeah, that's all the news that I have for this week. Do you have any news that I did not make an announcement for that you heard this week?
No, I've got nothing.
Nothing? I said everything?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I did a good job.
You did?
Since Adam Sandler requested Gangnam Style, I'm going to play Gangnam Style and some other music that relates to Jessie, because a lot of those songs that you heard in Jessie was made for Jessie and is not on Spotify. So
imagine if Gangnam Style was made just for Jessie.
That would be funny, honestly.
Yeah.
But here's Gangnam Style by Psy. This is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. Enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. And this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, and I'm with
Gabe.
And we're going to be continuing to talk about Jessie today. And Gabe,
AJ,
aren't you glad you finally came today?
Yeah.
It took you this long.
Yeah, and everybody decided to disappear.
On you. How do you feel about that?
Really betrayed. I feel like I need to find better friends.
Good thing I'm right here.
Yeah, good thing. As you're trying to play footsies with me.
Listen, my legs are a little bit long today.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to be talking about some of the subjects / messages that the show dove into, which I really agree with and appreciate that the show did, because not a lot of Disney shows did a lot of deep subject / messages.
Mm-hmm.
But the show did. So obviously this one dove into finding family as a whole. Especially with each age of each other's responsibility and care that one has about one another and what they should be doing.
Yeah.
And it sounds like I have someone calling in.
You have a caller.
Hello, caller. Welcome in. Say your name and what made you decide to call in today.
AJ, it's time.
It's time for what? It's time for
Jessie.
Jessie.
You know what it's time for.
It's time for Jessie? You said you had something.
The public has spoken.
What?
The public has spoken.
Okay, listen, just because you want me to produce your movie doesn't mean anything, okay?
But the public has decided.
That is true. How do you feel about that, Gabe? Should I?
What's the movie about?
Go ahead, Cody. It's your movie.
It's about these kids going to an amusement park and then deciding to stay overnight in the fun house.
In the fun house?
Yeah.
What happens in the fun house?
Yeah, what happens in the funhouse?
Some horrible things happen.
Guess you're gonna have to wait and find out, I guess.
AJ, how would you direct the movie?
See, I'm not directing it though. I'm producing
Or producing it, yes.
I supposedly. Hasn't put in motion yet, obviously. I'm currently still reading the script, obviously. Script is in the, I would say, rough first and second drafts. I'm on page, I think 16 to 18 out of, how many pages is there?
58 as of the first draft.
Yes, 58 of the first draft, and who knows what's going to be tweaked and how much is going to be added onto it. So it's going to be a while, if so.
Who is going to play the final girl? Do we need Jennifer Lawrence as the final girl?
Again?
Does she fit?
Again, Jennifer Lawrence is
I don't know. She's not even like mostly horror related.
But it's still Hunger Games. Final girl.
Final girl. Who's your dream cast?
Who's my dream cast?
Cody.
Yeah, who's your dream cast, Cody?
Well, I've already given at least 2 of my friends from Walmart assigned to it.
Get their name up in lights.
How about any others? What's your dream cast?
Well, I would like to get Willem Dafoe in there.
Willem Dafoe.
A great choice.
As which character?
I feel like the villain. He gives off villain vibes.
That is true.
Anyway, on to the topic of your episode.
Yes. You said you wanted to call in and actually mention something about it. You had something you would like to say. What is it that you would like to say about Jessie today?
It's so far away.
Bertram reference. I love that. It's too far away.
Too far away.
My favorite one is when Zuri is like, they deliver it. Yeah, but the door's so far away.
Far away.
But so you mentioned growing up watching the show as well. What made this show a memory for you?
Honestly, Bertram was hilarious to me. He was my spirit animal.
That is fair.
In Bertram, we trust.
Bertrams are like Lord and Savior.
I still remember the series finale where he just told the mom, "I'm not a good butler. I'm lazy."
Yeah. And then they still love him. Because he's great. There's a reason why all of us love him.
Yeah, although sometimes the actor kind of reminded me of the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, like the way he cries matches that.
It matches that exact same pitch. Maybe that's inspiration from. You never know.
Maybe.
Out of everything from the show, who's your favorite character?
I do believe I just made that one obvious.
Bertram as well. Fair enough. I mean, he's a fan favorite, so obviously we want to go with Bertram. But what's your favorite episode then? If you can recall.
In my ear, what was the question?
What's your favorite episode?
The Ghostbusters parody episode.
That's a good one, actually. It's been a while since I've seen it, though. But yeah, I do recall that one.
I just remembered it. I think honestly, this is actually my favorite episode. Is when, this is when I guess Luke broke his leg or something, and him and Emma are spying on Bertram because they think he's a serial killer.
That's a good one too.
And I don't know. He's like the scuba bandit or something, and it's just been funny.
It is funny. I do remember that episode. I swear they've done that more than once.
Probably.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that episode was a parody of the Alfred Hitchcock movie Rear Window.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
See, there's a lot of pop culture references in this show. There is a crap ton of them. I mean, we got Adam Sandler in there. What else do we need?
Yeah, and he made the punch for the prom in Kevin James's bathtub.
Yeah, he did say that.
All right. Do you have anything else that you would like to talk about on the topic of Jessie for us today?
I'm not going to lie, Zoe was pretty annoying.
What'd you say? Sorry? You said something about annoying.
Zuri is pretty annoying.
She could be.
She could be, but she's just that little sister. I mean, what little sister isn't annoying, though? Or little sibling, more so. I would say I was pretty annoying little kid. Still annoying now because, I'm still the little brother. So I that's my role. I gotta be annoying. That's part of my role.
You've taken on responsibility.
I did. And I drove it. I pressed the gas pedal and I slammed it down. All right. Thank you for calling in, Cody. I hope you have a wonderful night, whatever you're doing. Stay warm, sleep tight. Gaming with Brent potentially, and party with Brent potentially.
Party at Brent's house.
And remember, you must give feedback when you read it.
Oh, you really want me to finish it still? It's yeah. When I'm reading scripts, I like to give them my full attention. That's why it's taking me forever. Because whenever I do have full attention, it's very rare. Because I usually do two things at once. So when it comes to scripts, I like to just focus on that.
Yeah. And I will leave you with this piece of information.
I got you. Waiting.
Pay to get in, pray to get out. The fun house.
Oh, no, a reference to your script. Okay. I knew that was coming, honestly. All right, thank you for calling in. I'll talk to you later, man, all right?
See ya.
Bye-bye. Man, we got Cody to interrupt our messages, man.
Oh, Cody.
Poor Cody. He got left behind. I hope he joins Brent's party while he's playing Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, most likely.
Probably, knowing them too. But we left off with talking about the messages. We talked about the found family. They have responsibility and care about one another. Obviously, it's a Disney show, so they talk about positive attitude and honesty. And then one thing I do like about this show that dives to the next level is consequences of their actions, and learning about acceptance and overcoming challenges.
It's beautiful. It's a very beautiful theme that flows throughout each season.
Yeah, and it kind of grows with the actors as well. The older they get, the harder and more deep the messages each get.
Yeah, just growing up.
It's just part of growing up. All right. So you said you had some theories.
Did I?
I thought you mentioned one.
I don't know if I had said that.
Maybe I missed her.
I think you just want me to come up with a theory.
Do you have any personal theories on hand? If not, no worries.
I don't think so. I didn't realize Jessie was going to be this deep. Is there a Jessie theory?
I mean, you okay, technically you did glaze over a theory. You didn't say it was a theory, but it is a theory.
What theory?
That
quote unquote
Bailey from Sweet Life on Deck became Jessie. But
I was just talking about it is a
theory, but each theory is different. This theory that I found specifically is a really deep one.
Is it from that episode where she ran into Mr. Mosby?
No, so it goes from literally that episode to the show. Like they were saying, Sweet Life on Deck is like a prequel to Jessie.
Oh,
yeah. So this theory kind of dives into how she didn't actually get accepted to school, and that she lied about that just, so she doesn't out herself.
Yeah.
And all that. She was just embarrassed that she never actually got accepted, to the point where she changed her name and moved to another state. So that was the theory of that one, and I find that one very fun.
Yeah, I think that theory would have worked if, like, we hadn't already been introduced to Jesse's father.
That is true.
And all that stuff. But, I don't know. There is, like, that episode where, and this is during a time where Emma's growing up and she's rebelling, and Emma, like, uses her parents' credit card to check into the Hilton Hotel, or no, the Tipton Hotel, sorry, LOL, and Jesse body slams right into Mr. Mosby.
Yeah.
And they have this, like, kind of heart-to-heart moment, and then when Jesse leaves the hallway, he has to, I think he calls Zach or Cody, one of them, whoever was dating Bailey. It was like, you should come over here because she looks exactly like Bailey.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But
I like that little moment.
Bouncing off of that, though, like, off of this theory, the actual director really liked Debbie Ryan's acting and that character specifically, where they wanted to make a story around Debbie Ryan.
Yeah.
So that's where the show came to life. And then Debbie got to direct this show as well.
Yeah.
She was the youngest female director ever for a Disney show. So I think 19.
Oh, okay.
I think she was 19, 18, 19. So it's crazy to think about, though.
Yeah.
I mean, good for her. She got two Kickstarters of life.
Yeah.
Right then and there, just from the show, which I feel like definitely made her mature really quickly, because she has two responsibilities: an actor and a director.
Yeah.
And then someone that has played both, not for a big budget company, obviously, but played as both for my own personal stuff. It is pretty difficult, and you do kind of feel like a meaty butthead for doing both, and then trying to explain the things to people, and it's really difficult to be both. It's really difficult because you're trying to help the DP show them the shot list that you came up with, and they're not understanding, and then you have to make sure you're in frame, and it's just a mess. It's
a lot of work.
It is a lot of work independently. But yeah, that was the theory. That was the only theory I was able to find. There were some others I'm like, I didn't really like, but this was the main one I really liked. I did link in my notes other fan theories out there. So yeah. We got a caller. Let's see who it is.
You scared to pick up the phone?
I am scared to pick up the phone. People are scary.
Could be Brent.
Who knows? Hello, caller. Who is this?
Hey, Jay. It's James.
Oh my gosh, James, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. What made you decide to call in today?
I was just listening to the show on my way home.
Oh, what a trooper you are. How was work?
Oh, it's been a rough week.
Yeah? You're gonna have to rant to me during break.
Got you.
But I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're staying safe, obviously.
The best of my ability.
That's all I can ask,
Yeah, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll be back on the show with you.
Oh, hopefully. But knowing you, I trust you.
Yeah.
But is there anything that you would like to chip in on this episode? We are talking about the show Jessie. Is there any specific memories that you had with this show, or any theories, or you would like to talk about anything? Feel free to go ahead.
You guys were actually covering the theory that I was thinking of as I called.
Really?
Wow, right on time.
The Sweet Life on Deck.
Yeah.
I don't remember the girl's name, but who Debbie Ryan played.
Yeah, Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey.
Just
and then you continue to cover it.
I would say I just finished it. Do you have anything that you agree or add to it?
I agree with everything you said about it.
Fair enough.
Yes, sir.
Who's your favorite character?
In Jessie, I'd have to say Luke.
Luke, for real, he's a stud. He's a stud, bro. He got all the ladies in the show. He's a stud.
He's a minor.
Exactly.
Bro could pick up anyone.
Yeah, he had game.
Yeah, Gabe.
Even the ones who didn't want.
Yeah, for real.
Like Creepy Cont.
What's your favorite episode or most memorable episode?
Most memorable episode. Probably Creepy Cont one.
Yeah.
It's understandable. I always one thing I do like about Disney is that they, even with the holidays, when they're actually making the, TV shows, they play along with the holidays. And I always like that. And even sometimes when it's not even close to the holidays, I still find it fun when they do throw in a creepy feeling to it or happy feeling for a sad moment. It's fun. I like when Disney used to just experiment and try different things.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly, yeah.
That's just me, though.
I agree.
I'm just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy.
You have any questions for James? Gabe?
For me?
Yeah, you're missing out on Gabe. How do you feel?
I think he'll live.
Aw, you're never there when I'm there.
No, first time.
This is his first time, and
long
it's just
time,
him and I.
First time here, long time listener. What, 41 episodes?
This is the 41 episode, yeah.
41 episodes later.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you're here now.
That is true. It's better sooner than later.
We got to make AJ watch Stranger Things and do a future episode.
Oh, absolutely. Although you've got a lot to watch.
Yeah, you got to catch up, AJ.
I know.
10 years. 10 years.
It's okay. There's a lot of shows that I just don't like watching because they'll be like, oh yeah, that show is 2 seasons. Okay, how many episodes? 30 episodes. Okay, that's not bad. How long are the episodes? An hour each. Okay, no. I'm not watching 30 hours for each season. If it was like 30 episodes and each episode were 30 minutes, okay, I'm fine with that. But knowing Stranger Things, I think each season's at least 20.
No.
30?
No.
40?
Well, the early season's got to be around 40.
Dang.
But
really?
No wonder the first season. No wonder the first season feels like it lasts 5 years.
Because it does.
Yeah, it took 10 years to make 5 seasons.
Jeez, screw that. No wonder there are but even though, yeah, you know what? I don't want to dive into that right now. But some of the characters, some of the actors, for how long they've been together, I'm just surprised they don't all hate each other at this point.
Actually, there are a total of 42 episodes across the first 4 seasons.
Oh, 42? Okay.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. 8 in the first, 9 in the second, 8 in the third, 9 in the fourth.
It's not too bad at all, actually.
Yeah.
No.
All right. But yeah, I do have to watch Stranger Things here soon. So I'm at this point where they're finishing up the show. I'm just going to wait until the show's done and then start watching.
Fair enough. Not a bad idea.
Even though it's going to take probably 50 years for me to catch up. But
yeah.
Knowing me and TV shows, I can binge watch very short shows very easily. Like Jessie, I watched almost the whole season or the whole first season within 3 hours. So.
Fair enough. But those episodes are like 20 minutes apiece.
Exactly. That I miss short TV shows. I love short TV shows.
Yeah.
You just hate plot. You hate plot.
Jessie has a plot. Arcane has a plot.
You just hate the Stranger Things plot. So he gets kidnapped. What's the big deal?
For real. It's a big deal.
Literally the entire story is based on that.
See, I see that, and then I see other episodes that are people watching. I'm like, they're all. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to watch it in order.
A hater.
I'm just gonna have to watch it in order.
Yeah.
But, all right. You have any?
I got a show for you to watch.
Yeah. I feel like you guys are just gonna come over to my house randomly and be like, you're watching 4 episodes before you go to bed tonight.
I wouldn't say that many because this show is an hour long each episode.
Do like maybe two a night.
I'll watch one a night.
Yeah. 2 a night. You gotta catch up.
I can barely watch a movie anymore. I'm not kidding. I have to set like a set time to even watch a movie anymore.
Yeah.
Like I have to literally just stop everything and then watch a movie.
Wow.
That's TV shows that are like really short. I can just do something in the background and whatnot. But with shows like Stranger Things, I cannot do anything. I have to put my whole 102% into the show.
Well, winter break is coming up.
Yeah, but then I'll be actually making more content.
You say that, but do you?
Yes, I will. I will.
Okay, let's hold you to it. You heard it here.
All right. You have any other comments or subjects that you would like to bring up to Jessie?
I do.
Did you say, all right, dude? That's what I heard.
I do not.
You do not? All right. Well, thank you for calling in. Safe travels home.
Safe travels.
Yeah.
We can hang out with you soon.
All right. I'll talk to you later, man. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
Love ya.
Love ya.
Bye-bye.
You too, Gabe.
Oh, you love me. I love you.
All right. We're going to go through the fun facts, and we'll take about a 5-minute break.
A 5-minute breaker.
Yes, because we still have a good chunk left. All right, we're going to go through the fun facts. Debbie Ryan was personally like exactly like Jessie. I agree with that. Like,
yeah, I think she embodies some Jessie in her.
Yes, for sure. And then before Jessie, none of the kids were actually on a sitcom before. Disney helped Debbie Ryan, helped her become a kid longer, but also as an adult faster at the same time. Like, sure, Jessie helped her career, but everything before that helped her feel like a kid up till this point.
Yeah.
The kids were understanding for Debbie Ryan as a person to take personal space because she's very like secluded. She likes being by herself most of the time. She's very independent. She likes that space. And all the kids were very understanding, and having a cast of kids that are very understanding of that is very important.
Yeah.
Debbie Ryan was learning everybody's quirks, which helped her direct and show itself, which makes her I already mentioned before, the youngest director, but knowing everybody's quirks throughout the years helped her direct a lot easier throughout the years, especially once you get older, you get mature and start taking care of yourself. But once she figured it out, she didn't even have to tell them everything, and they were already doing what she wanted them to do.
They're just gifted.
Exactly. Peyton List felt like everyone on the cast was like a family to her, especially with all the others. Sky Jackson and Peyton List were like best friends. Peyton List was so good at impressions of one another that she started using against the whole cast. Peyton struggled to do anything different. She struggled staying as a kid in Disney, even though she stayed in Disney one of the longest ones, but she seemed to struggle because she's into fashion, and when it comes to fashion, you tend to forced to grow up faster.
Yeah.
And that's where she struggled with. Cameron Boyce was called by Debbie Ryan to let him know that he got the part, and he thought she was pranking him, considering that even throughout the whole show, they were pranking one another.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where he's like, you're joking, right? Debbie Ryan was the master prankster and gave everyone a marshmallow shooters to use on set, which was, imagine someone just giving you this and be like, you can use this whenever you want.
Yeah.
I would love that, considering I had a marshmallow shooter myself.
You did.
That was a fun time of life. Cameron Boyce was the one that always brought up, the smile on people's faces. He seemed to be the one that always comforted everyone left and right.
Yeah.
Even when he's just a kid, but sometimes it's just that person that just gives off like that, like safe vibes. Like, I feel safe around you. And that's what he was for Disney. Karan Brar was terrified of Mrs. Kipling at first, and then grew a very strong bond over time.
Frank.
Yeah, for real. His name was Frank, if you do not know. And I didn't know that until today.
Yeah.
So,
real Frank.
And it's pretty cool because he was actually a male lizard.
Yeah.
So, which is really funny because it was vice versa on the show.
Yeah.
Karan Brar had to be taught how to do an Indian accent to match what his character was just exactly. There was a lot of changes for the show personally itself just to match the actors on what exactly they wanted to be, because at first they had Karan Brar's animal to be a capybara instead of a lizard.
Oh, yeah.
So I find that really funny. Karan Brar hated to wear makeup, and he most of the time forgot he wore makeup. So he would always constantly touch his face or run into someone, and just his makeup would run off on him. Sky Jackson hated her acting when she was younger, when she shouldn't, because, you know, every kid starts out rough because, you know, they're a kid.
Yeah.
Nothing's perfect. Debbie Ryan made Sky Jackson's dream come true, which was to meet Justin Bieber.
Ooh.
And, you know, obviously Justin Bieber around that time was heavy into Disney, so obviously they had to make that happen.
I wonder why he was all up in Disney.
He was all up in Disney. You want to add to that, Gabe?
You'd think it might be a little show called Wizards of Waverly Place, even though that show was already done filming. But, you know, there's some history.
Yeah.
If you know, pop culture.
For real. Same set as, you know, the same set was used for Jessie, same with Lab Rats. So whenever it came to breaks and whatnot, the kids found out that they would have more snacks than they would, and they would always sneak over to the Lab Rats set and steal their snacks, which was popcorn and slushies.
Wow.
So just imagine the whole cast just sneaking over slushies and whatnot. I would do that personally as well. Even to this day, I would still do that. Sky had the same personality as Zuri, which is true, because I would have to confirm she's still outspoken for herself, which is good to have. Speak up. You know, you got to speak up for yourself. Especially in today's world, you just kind of got to speak up for yourself. I already mentioned this before, but Karan Brar wanted to have Jennifer Lawrence on the show, but never got that to happen. There was a scene that was cut in an episode because there was a joke that was made that parents didn't like, which was a gluten-free joke, and the parents didn't like that, so they don't like
gluten-free jokes over at Disney, or the parents anyways.
Yeah, so they had to cut it, which it was a joke against Stewart, which, you know, was gluten-free, Stewart. Which I think even Stewart, the actor for Stewart at the time, was very like, it's a joke, it happens. Yeah. But yeah, that was cut. Emma's clothes herself was a mix between her own personal clothes and the clothes that were given to her for set. So,
okay, yeah.
I mean, like I said, she's heavily into fashion.
Yeah.
And she was able to incorporate some of her clothes into her outfits, which I find really cool, because you don't really see a lot of actors put their own personal outfits into their character.
Yep.
And usually actors adapt their style to the character that they play as, usually, because they get comfortable and they really like their outfit, or vice versa, they don't like their outfit. But most of the time it's, oh, I like that style, I want to turn it into my own personal habit of life. Those are all the fun facts that I have for right now. Do you have any others for right now, before we go on break?
I don't got any fun facts.
Don't have any
unfortunately.
Fun facts? You're supposed to, man. You know everything about Jessie.
No, I don't. You had a head start and rewatched most of the seasons.
One season. I only got
3
episodes. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But, we're going to go on a 5-minute break. We'll come back on at 11:42. So, this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, and we're going to be continuing to listen to songs that give off the same vibe as Jessie. So, this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. And this is AJ with the Plexi Boom Show. Welcome back. And I am with
Gabe.
And we're going to be continuing to talk about Jessie today. How do you feel about this episode so far?
I think we've talked a great deal of Jessie and Debbie Ryan and the wonderful cast that have made our childhoods entertaining. Talking about those children had to give up maybe a little bit of their own childhood to entertain us.
That is true. I didn't really think about that, but yes, I would have to agree that a lot of child actors have to give up years of their life, their own personal life, just for our own entertainment. And it's sad to think about because you realize they could have made their own memories like this, but they can't.
Right.
So it's just sad to think about. How do you feel about child actors, as in, like, they don't really get to celebrate their own childhood?
It is sad. I think what's really sad when I think of, I guess, a child actor is Jeanette McCurdy from iCarly, who played as Sam. And if you've read her autobiography, she really delves deep into what it was like for her, especially with her mom. Kind of forcing this dream that was her dream, but onto her child of always being an actress, and Jenna essentially being the supporter of the family that she had, and then she had to give up basically a lot of her childhood and to go to work, and have a job. But as we were all laughing and enjoying her character, we didn't know what was really going behind in her personal life.
And that is one thing I would have to say is something that we shouldn't force upon our kids is acting unless they really want to do it. Then I'd be like, okay, if you want to do it, do it.
More supervision.
Yeah, I'd keep an eye on your child. I would say keep more like monthly checkup. Is this is this something you still want to do? Like, you don't have to do it, type of thing. But like, especially once you sign the contract, though, then you can't break a contract. Otherwise, you're not going to be trusted ever again. Yeah. But obviously, don't pressure your kids to act unless they actually want to do it. But yeah, while we are on the topic of, like, we got to enjoy this as our own as kids, why do you think people enjoy this show?
It's going to have to be the characters. I mean, from people who have already seen Sweet Life, you still get to follow Debbie Ryan into this whole new show. But then you've got like funny characters like Bertram that kind of makes the show entertaining to watch based on his like one-liners or just his attitude. And it's, I think, something people can relate. Like there's the whole trend on TikTok where it's like something core. And it's just montages of either from like TV shows or characters, and that's their core. Like I've seen Bertram core. It's just him always being
that's one sarcastic. Thing I've noticed is that everyone's like, the more older I get, the more I relate to him.
Yeah.
It is crazy to think about, though.
Yeah.
Another thing I've seen as well and personally think of is just the penthouse itself. Everyone just wish they grew up in a house that's laid out like that. That
was a really cool penthouse.
Yeah. Like, imagine, I think the biggest thing for me was having your own movie theater, especially me as a kid that grew up watching a crap ton of movies. I wish I had a room like a movie theater.
I like how their faces were on the wall.
Yeah, they were real, actual pictures of them as babies and younger than what they were at that age, which was interesting. A lot of baby pictures, which is interesting because you don't really see them talk much about that either.
I think it's just there for silent background stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And another reason why others might enjoy this is, you've already mentioned this. The theme song's a banger.
It is a banger.
A banger. Like, I mean, a lot of people, when I mentioned that I was talking about this show, the first thing that they did was sing song.
The song, yeah.
So it is a banger. But personally, I would have to say one thing I've noticed with this show and shows around this time on Disney and a little bit before is that they have CGI transitions, but it's the theme of the show. Like this one, it was just a layout of going through the streets of New York.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I miss about shows is that creative transition.
Yeah.
Rather than just 2 days later or 1 week later or 5 minutes later, it's actually a creative transition. I feel like it's something that's happening a day later or something's happening that same moment.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I do miss about Disney. I don't know if they still do that now. I feel like a lot of Disney stuff anymore is just straight animation anymore.
I haven't seen a lot of Disney.
I'm not on the Disney side anymore, so.
Yeah, we've just grown out of it.
Yeah, obviously. So some of the behind the scenes that I saw is, of course, Cameron Boyce walking around the whole set, and the upstairs, which would be their bedrooms,
right,
isn't actually their bedrooms. It was actually a spot that took them where they can actually look out and look where they're supposed to be. And it was just that like their green. It was like their green room, but it was like their own space to sit and relax and keep an eye out for their cues and whatnot. While each room has its own separate set, obviously, but one thing that kind of like, I mean, obviously, once I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But the balcony is just a picture that they took, and it's just a huge curtain of New York City, and they have lights for daytime, and of course, no lights for nighttime, and different pictures for that as well. And then obviously the balcony is not 20 feet in the air; it is flat surface. So whenever you see them jump or whatever, it would always just them laying down out of sight and movie magic type stuff.
Movie magic.
But yeah, that's everything that I got to witness for, behind the scene type stuff. I kind of added a new segment for this. It's just kind of, where are they now? Gabe's already mentioned where Jessie is. She's now married to 21 Pilots member Josh Dunn. I don't know where I said John. Josh Dunn.
John.
But yeah, that's what she's up to now. She's recently pregnant as well, so I don't know how far along, but I don't keep up. But she's pregnant now, so congratulations to her. Well, Cameron Boyce sadly passed away of unforeseen circumstances due to epilepsy. But since his passing, there is a foundation for that is created for him. Peyton List, she's in a lot of movies still till this day, especially her biggest hit stuff that just kind of ended. But what most recent stuff would be Cobra Kai. Sky Jackson, her more recent stuff is writing a book of her own.
Oh, okay.
She also was a semifinal in Dancing with the Stars. I didn't know that
either.
Ravi is the most active, but also not at the same time. I think his most recent work.
Ravi?
Krambrar.
Yeah.
His more recent stuff is just a bunch of movies and TV shows, a lot of voice acting. Bertram, we've already mentioned that as well. He's a heavy stage acting career. Obviously, because, he has that overdramatic sass and he knows improv very well.
Broadway in his blood.
For sure. And then there was one other character I thought about doing differently, but obviously the mother of the kids.
Yeah.
She's doing a lot of stuff for herself as well. You see her in more movies like Searching for the Fortune and Lady Driver. Those are her more well-known recent works. But yeah, that's where the main characters are till this day, which is, really nice to see where they are in life. And I didn't want to really dig deeper, like, where are they now? They have their own house? No, I don't want to do that. Just kind of see.
I sure hope they have their own house.
I sure hope so. I know there was a mention that Peyton List literally got most of her stuff just because of Jessie.
Right.
And probably Cobra Kai now, because it was a big switch from her.
Remember, she was in Diary of a Wimpy Kid too with Krambrar.
Yeah, that is true. And then Karan Brar also got into more with Adam Sandler, a.k.a. Hubie Halloween. He's in that as well. So that's awesome that you get to see Adam Sandler with a Jessie actor in it. So
there was a Cameron Boyce cameo with Happy Gilmore too.
Yes, there was that. Thank you for mentioning that, actually. Yeah. It's very short, but it's a snippet that was literally the only reason why the movie didn't come out as soon as it was supposed to.
Yeah.
But Adam Sandler's like, we're not releasing this movie until this is out.
Wasn't there, it was an episode of Jessie, right? Somebody was watching, or was it Grown Ups?
I think it was an episode of Jessie.
I thought it looked like Jessie.
But no, knowing Adam Sandler was probably either Grown Ups or Jessie.
Yeah.
Either way, because Adam Sandler felt like a father
yeah.
for Cameron Boyce.
Yeah.
And Cameron Boyce felt the same way. Like, Adam Sandler was a dad to him.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because, Adam Sandler is awesome. So.
Yes.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So this is a new question. Before we ask the last question of the night. Do you plan to rewatch this show?
Maybe when I'm extremely bored or I've ran out of things to watch.
Fair enough.
I might come back around with it. I know a lot of people if they just have Disney Plus, then they could just easily watch it.
It's on Hulu.
But it is on Hulu. Yeah, I guess if I'm really in the mood and I want to go take a trip down nostalgia lane, I might throw on Jessie. Or if I have my siblings over, I'll put on Jessie.
Just like I did this morning. Can we watch Jessie?
Can we watch Jessie?
Okay, AJ. That's literally your reaction. No, it was Danny's reaction.
It was Danny's. Yeah, LOL.
He didn't want to watch it.
Yeah, Danny's a hater.
Danny is a hater for real. One last question. I usually have a question that ends somewhat related to the theme of the show. Were you babysat as a kid?
Yeah, I guess with my either my grandparents or my aunt, but it wasn't all the time. Mom always had us.
Fair. I mean, I had the same.
I were you babysat, but your mom is the babysitter.
Yeah, my mom was the babysitter for me. I technically had a babysitter for one day, and that was it.
For one day.
And then
stranger?
Huh?
Stranger?
No, she babysitted my other brothers as well.
Oh.
So she was long with my family for a while, and she's still a long, part of the family, and we still say hi to her, and still do events with her and whatnot, and it's always good to see her. She's great. I just remember being sad because I was like, Mom, I love her. I don't want to leave.
Now you got to go back to your House of Doom.
I remember for the first time I was over, I played Skylanders, so.
Poor memory.
Yeah, it was a great memory, man. But yeah, my mom was my babysitter, and I'd say there is a lot of negative and positive benefits of having a mom that's a babysitter. Positive, you get to have a lot of friends that might potentially be with you forever, but the negative side effects of it was you had to hang with them no matter if you liked them or not.
Yeah, that would drive me insane.
And yeah, it drove me insane for a really long time until I actually found someone that clicked with me and actually wasn't a crybaby.
Right.
And complained about every little thing. So
yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any last comments or anything that you would like to promote? Go stream, small talk.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we are going to play that here.
We are going to play it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys just want to go watch Jessie, rewatch Jessie, get a new opinion if you're like in your 20s now.
Yeah. It's always good to go back to see how,
Or what I do with shows, I'll try to find out or try to see if they slipped in maybe some adult jokes that went over our heads as kids. It's one of my favorite things to do looking back.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Especially with the show, there's a lot. I mean, especially with, Luke having a crush on Jessie, there's a lot of adult humor with that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you, Gabe, for finally coming on yourself.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you guys listen to Marloma's radio edit of Winter Autpilot.
Yeah,
I will be
Marloma.
uploading the full interview here soon once the show ends for the night. Talking about Marloma, I'll be playing Gabe and Marloma's collab of Small Talk. So yeah. This is AJ with the Plexi Film Show on WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. This is Small Talk.